Welcome to Bloomington Today. I'm Emily Taplin. Thanks for joining us. First, we bring you the buzz for the week of May 5th through the 11th. Each month, Public Health Administrator Dr. Nick Kelly shares a COVID-19 update with the City Council. Here is a portion of his May address to Council.
If you're eligible to be vaccinated, don't put it off. Get vaccinated. If you have questions about the vaccine, contact us at Public Health or talk to your healthcare provider. We know that for some of you, the timing of clinics or the location is a challenge. Let us know and we can work with you to find a solution. If you have friends, neighbors, coworkers, or loved ones that are not vaccinated, encourage them to get vaccinated. We often hear people say, I've had COVID-19, I don't need to be vaccinated. We want you to be vaccinated as the vaccine provides better protection than your natural immunity. We also hear that some are worried about side effects. Many people do have a reaction like a sore arm after being vaccinated. Some don't have any symptoms at all. And even fewer people have symptoms which require them to adjust their daily life. Some are worried about the speed in which the vaccines were produced. No shortcuts were taken, and all of the normal regulatory processes were followed. We have incredibly safe vaccines that are very effective. I have gladly encouraged all of my family members, friends, and coworkers to get vaccinated. Join me in being one of the 33,000 fully vaccinated residents of Bloomington and help us put an end to the COVID-19 pandemic in our community. We control our own destiny in this pandemic. Stay vigilant and be kind to one another, and we're going to get through this together.
A reminder to you, each week we cablecast the City Council meetings in full right here on BTV at 6 p.m. on Mondays. The COVID-19 vaccine is now widely available in Minnesota. If you would like to get signed up for a vaccine, visit blm.mn/clinics. The city also has a web page to answer questions you might have about the vaccine. The address to the vaccine FAQ page is listed on your screen. On April 26th, the City Council voted to prohibit the sale of all flavored tobacco products, including menthol, and to sunset the availability of new additional tobacco retail licenses in the city, which will reduce the number of retailers over several years. The flavoring changes go into effect on January 1st, 2022, and the licensing changes go into effect on June 30th, 2022. In Minnesota, 78% of high school and middle school students reported that the first tobacco product they ever tried was flavored, and 70% of youth who used e-cigarettes reported signs of dependence. Removing these products from our stores and eliminating them from teen social circles will reduce the number of youth who ever start smoking. This work also directly builds on the Council's resolution declaring that racism is a public health crisis. The intentional push of menthol products into marginalized communities by the tobacco industry has resulted in grave health disparities. Eliminating these products from our community will help to advance health equity. Bloomington has long been a leader in public health, including being the first city in the state to prohibit smoking in restaurants nearly 20 years ago, which ultimately became state law. A reminder that the city will be doing a series of prescribed burns this spring. The city's Park Maintenance Division and Fire Department have partnered with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to conduct these burns to help restore native prairies, wetlands, and park landscapes within the city. The first burn of the season was April 22nd at the Bass Ponds.
We got people here that travel all over the country for wildfires and prescribed fires, so they've all been trained in this. This is not something we just throw a flare or match to. There is a lot of planning that goes into this and a lot of training, a lot of prep work with the sites that we're burning.
The benefits don't just stop at wildlife, they also benefit people. So by restoring these wetlands and these landscapes, we are better able to filter water from the urban runoff that we see, and that translates into benefits for us as people. Cleaner water, cleaner air, and places to recreate and get in touch with nature.
Due to weather variables, the exact days and times of the burns may not be known until the day before or even the day of each burn. Staff will be going door to door to notify residents who live in the area. You can also stay up to date by following the city's Facebook or Twitter pages. Visit blm.mn/burn to learn more. On Saturday, May 1st, the city wrapped up this year's curbside cleanup program. A reminder, the city has been seeking input on the future of the program. The Sustainability Commission has proposed a new model for managing bulky items in a more sustainable and cost-effective way, which includes giving residents vouchers to dispose of 1 to 2 bulky items at their curb throughout the year. There would also be 1 or 2 community drop-off events throughout the year. That would be open to all residents. The Commission is in the process of reviewing feedback received this spring and refining the proposed plan based on what they heard. They will provide updated recommendations to Council later this summer.
We recognize that the curbside cleanup program is and has been very popular, but for several reasons, it just isn't sustainable to continue the program the way it is. And we look for your help and feedback. We want to hear from you to ensure that the new service options that we come up with really reflect the needs of the community. So please join us in setting the course for a new way to handle bulky materials that supports our current needs and those of the future.
To learn more about the proposal or provide your input, be sure to visit the Let's Talk Bloomington page. The link is listed on your screen. Do you want to learn how to skate or brush up on your skills? The Bloomington Ice Garden Skate School might be the summer activity for you. The group skating lessons are for skaters of all levels. Classes will take place on Wednesdays, June 9th through July 28th at Big between 4:30 to 7 p.m. Registration opens on May 18th for Bloomington residents and the 21st for others. More info at blm.mn/big or call the number listed on your screen. The latest Atrium Gallery exhibit features work by University of Minnesota students, professors, and visual artists. Voice to Vision is a collaborative project founded nearly 20 years ago by U of M professors David Feinberg and Dr. Steven Feinstein.
The project begins with storytelling and conversations between visual artists and survivors of genocide, war, and migration, relocation, conflict from around the world. Together, the cohorts transform these stories and memories into the painting, collages, and artwork that you see in the atrium today.
Voice to Vision will run through May 28th in the Atrium Gallery at the Bloomington Center for the Arts. Go to artistrymn.org for more information. That is the buzz on Bloomington Today for the week of May 5th through the 11th. If you would like to watch other stories from the show, go to this week's playlist. There you'll find your weekly check-in on all current events in the Council Minute, plus a recap of this year's Earth Day collaborations. Thanks for watching.